What up, peeps? It's your girl, Dr. Come Back Takes. Well, it's that time, guys. It's reaction time. This is to Gen V Season 1, Episode 4, titled The Whole Truth. Now, the third episode, a lot going on, and just keeps getting good each episode. I'm here for it. Just seeing the reveal of Andre's father pretty much knowing about this called the woods and the whole situation. And he's like, telling him, don't get involved and get yourself killed. And I said, what I meant, I said, how is it that you condone that type of behavior and think that's okay what they do? Because I can guarantee, they had no problem doing that nonsense to you if anything, or you didn't fall in line, whatever. But you covering it up, knowing what's going on, and that now shows you the way Andre's already felt like he didn't want any of that because of the pressure of this and all, but definitely don't want to have any part of being number one on the ranking to be a part of the 7 down the road. And then seeing your dad and I don't know to what extent how much involvement, but just the fact that he knows is enough. The betrayal behind that, and don't even get me started with the dean. Like I said from the beginning, they did that little stupid ad, showcasing the university. I'm like, nah, and something just ain't right about her, and just the way she was carrying on, and the way she hugged her, and see that little look, sinister look, and then the way she was pretty much kind of throwing Marie out there to bring in the bucks, the money they need coming. And she's like, yeah, thank you for using me. Pretty much like, oh, you're great. And, walk away so she can mingle with some other people and schmooze. Marie is hopefully is catching on. Like, this woman is not your friend. But like I said, also with her knowing, not to say her secrets, but knowing a little bit to see the situation in regards to she had a daughter. So I hope she does start doing some digging about her and become very intrigued as who is this woman, who is the dean of the school. So also the situation with Kate and Andre, didn't see that coming so quickly, but sometimes when you're individuals out here, vulnerabilities and all that, and mourning in a certain different way, we'll see if this continues with something or they just had a moment, weakness, whatever you want to call it. Whole situation, Emma, love how she, dealt with her mother's some trash. Don't like her at all. Definitely don't care for that nonsense that went down with that girl. I think it was Justine. Fake apology, all the records. I just want people to see I was about, girl, keep that BS. Like, oh, she's irks. The sight of her just irks me. But needless to say, that whole situation. And then also with Jordan Lee and, Marie pretty much, speaking her truth and all that. And I know Jordan's still mad. And she has every right to be. But it's like, she's dealing with her stuff. You're dealing with your stuff. Kate even telling us, how, her situation came to be with her powers. It's just a lot. And all three of them are dealing with certain things. But you saw the situation with Emma, helping Andre, her explaining what's happening with Sam, her going down there, and Sam kind of, catching her off guard and eventually, telling her we're there to help you. But then using her as brother. And it's just like, he doesn't know he's dead, girl. Y'all gonna explain that. He's gonna feel a little bit angry and betrayed at you for not being fully honest. Granted, brother did want to help you, but your brother cannot really help you anymore. His friends are coming to your aid. And in the instance, you see how definitely they're checking, because I'm assuming Andre's father must have said something and got word back, and now they're checking to see if she's in there. So looks like she was able to cover her. Now, like the Sam came to her aid, let her know, put her up there so she doesn't get electrocuted. But you see how that thing was looking for that man, and she went on there and jumped on him and went through that body ear style. I'm like, hello. But you see how Moore showed up, and she's just like, uh-oh. So I'm curious to see how she gets out of that situation. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump into it. I'll say the rest of my thoughts at then, you guys.
What the hell happened?
I mean, maybe Sam penetrated the ear canal with his member?
Because if Vought finds out about this, Doctor, I can promise you and I get skull fucked next.
Maybe this is good. She got out of the hellhole.
If Brink was, maybe other professors, maybe Dean Shetty.
I told you not to do anything stupid. Why don't you ever fucking listen to me? This girl could be dead, Andre.
Are you okay? Did I squash you? You look a little bigger. Did you grow?
I think I must have swallowed something when I went through that guy's head. Where are we?
Old drive-in movie place. Luke and me used to come every weekend before it closed. There's only one person who can help. I gotta get a hold of Luke.
So sorry. Your brother died. I'm here, Sam.
I'm Tech Knight, and I won't stop searching until I've found the whole truth.
Oh my god.
People who had everything do it. This whole case is a rabbit hole into the unknown, and I won't stop plunging its depths until I get them. You hate that I'm here. I make you nervous.
I can understand why you think that. Your reputation is formidable.
Golden Boy killed Brink in a misguided attempt to rescue his brother from the woods.
So you know exactly why. You're gonna blame an innocent student for Luke's hysteria.
I'm gonna Johnny Depp someone so hard they're gonna want to crawl into a hole and die.
And my dad knows
Knows what?
everything. About the woods. He was mixed up in all this. He's not the man that I thought he was.
No.
The astral projection, clairvoyance, and you are... Marie. I'm fucking with you. You're ranked second. Everyone knows you.
Can you really find her?
Yeah. I just need something that belongs to her. I can see your friend.
Where? Is she okay?
She looks rough, and she's with some dude.
You're not gonna kiss her. What are you doing, bro?
Fuck off. I'm busy. Oh, it is not.
Oh my!
Are you okay? That was fucking dope. How'd you do that?
No idea.
Tech fucking Knight is on campus. If he finds out what you're doing, you're lucky you end up in prison. He fucks people up.
Theophilus Thistle,
So
baby.
annoying.
Let me start with the big question. Why did he do it, Andre?
I don't know. I think it's obvious. He couldn't hack it.
He loved you. And Golden Boy killed him. That doesn't upset you?
Of course it does.
So there you go. You gave your whole life to him. You're one of the most powerful heroes on campus. Yet you drop out of criminology and change your major to hero management?
Wish I had known. It kills me that I missed it.
Take that glove off, I take your fucking hand off.
Oh! Oh!
How long have you been eating Golden Boy's girlfriend's whole?
Oh!
Is that why he blew himself up?
What do you mean?
You wanted what Golden Boy had, his girlfriend, the #1 spot. He found out about
You're a fucking hack.
No camera can hide the fact that you're just a small man playing fucking hero because you've never been one. You're treated like a god here. What kind of hero to fucking chicken shit do anything heroic? Fuck this. Fuck you.
And honestly, after what you did for me, I would eat your puke.
Oh!
Take it back, you are sick.
I know! Multiple mental hospital. Luke was... He was all I had, so...
I'm here now. With you.
Please, stop. Shut up!
Your roommate's Emma, right? She's the one who gets small.
Oh, she, stays the night at this guy Austin's place every night. What's this about?
I'm just checking she's okay.
a volunteer. Marie Moreau, the guardian of Godolkin.
I wanted to discuss my class schedule.
Lie. Pupil dilation. What do you know?
Nothing.
He was going to expel you, wasn't he?
No.
Pretty convenient that he was deep fried that very same day. Were you in on it with Luke?
No. I went to Brink's because he kicked me out. I saw Luke and I fucking ran. And the only reason I'm still alive is because Jordan Lee held him off long enough for me to get away.
I shouldn't go after the top 5. They could be real earners. You, on the other hand, you're just a human.
Talk?
Please, no.
Can't run forever, you know.
Yeah, buddy, they're gonna find you.
Jason Ritter!
Only this time, they'll hurt her too. You know who hurt you? He hurts everyone in the woods.
Dr. Cardosa?
Kill him!
Ugh.
Brought to you by the letter K.
I do. How can I help?
You just stop! Just stop! Please stop! Stop!
So what's your angle? My angle is that sometimes people don't have an angle. Sometimes they're just actual human beings. I'm so fucking scared. Don't be.
Oh, 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 oh. Oh, okay.
Holy shit!
Oh!
Sorry, Sam's going after Dr. Cardosa. We have to stop him. Who? Luke's brother. It's actually kind of hot. No, who's Cardosa?
Dr. Cardosa. He used to work with Brink. I know where he lives.
Oh, shit.
You have a small tumor in your brain. It's the cause of your, shall we say, unusual proclivity. Compilation of your greatest hits.
Oh my! Oh, it's brother. I can't.
So how do we think your 18 to 49 demo will fare when we broadcast you despoiling every single hole you come across? As long as you're off campus by end of day, this video stays off Instagram. Thoughts?
And accept a tragedy with no meaning or motive. Godolkin University remains as resilient as ever.
Oh my
And
god.
even for the young, super able to blossom into their abilities.
Just let my family go, please.
Really?
You're not real! You're not real! You're all fucking puppets!
You didn't know who you were then. Sam, let us help you.
No! You are not touching me again!
What is his problem?
What did you just say?
What? Oh! Damn! Slow his ass. Oh, Jesus. Emma.
Go!
Sam, you're alright. I'm sure you're okay.
They're gonna put us back in the woods! I have to stop them!
We're gonna make this right. I promise. We'll
Ooh.
Is it worth it? Let me work it. Shit, it's rough if it's wet yet. It's rough if it's wet yet. Shit, if I know how hard I gotta work it.
Alright, you guys. This episode, I can't try to just get my thoughts together. A lot going on. A lot just where I will never unsee. Okay. I'm going to try not to be all over the place. We're just going to kind of go along. Now that we see clearly from the beginning that Sam and Emma were able to get out of that, I'm assuming Sam was able to, get his bearings and pretty much kill all the guards that were down there in the woods, area, whatever. Now, seeing that Shetty's upset because he got out Dr. Caruso making these little comments, and she's like, well, if we don't get him back with all, then it's going to be us. We're going to end up getting ourselves in a situation that, you can't get out, hence dealing with Vought, a.k.a. Ashley. Now, with that being said, we end up getting introduced to a character on here, and he's something, all right. Goes by the name of Tech Knight. You know, he works clearly for VOD. He has a particular series called The Whole Truth, you know, and he's pretty much brought in to pretty much, you know, of course, interrogate some of, you know, the students who were probably the closest, of course, to Luke. All the while, there's a other secret narrative agenda where it clearly looks like there's someone they want to blame. And he's going to interview, of course, the top 5. You know, we know that Jordan's part of that, Andre, Marie, and, of course, Kate. Now, mind you, we're still, you know, trying to figure out where, you know, Sam and Emma are. Andre's kind of freaking out because he did something he had no business doing, and you can see all of them pissed. And it's like, you're okay, but you didn't plan this out accordingly. Definitely didn't let anybody else know. Kate told him not to do it, but he did. Also, you're dealing with the fact that we know, of course, again, the reveal of his father knowing this, and you can tell he feels so hurt and somewhat betrayed knowing his father's so deep in this and trying to cover it up and all that, kind of pretty much covering his own tail. Maybe his son, whatever, but it was more so him, because you weren't even honest with your son. If you told him from the get-go about this and all that, and he, you know, came to him, whatever, maybe he think his father was being genuine, you know, probably if they made it, you know, coerced him or, you know, threatened himself and his son, you know, but that's just, you know, me, you know, going out the left field. So I don't have no love for his dad, whatever, I don't particularly care for him, and I can see why Andre, you know, doesn't to an extent, because his father putting all that pressure on him to be something he really doesn't want to be. Now you're dealing with a situation now where Sam and, you know, Emma, you know, go to this place where I think Luke and Sam used to go to. That was kind of a little place, you know, for, you know, that, you know, away from all the stuff they're dealing with, and then, of course, that bond as brothers. And, you know, getting to know each other and all that. And I like how he sees the way she kind of speaks in regards to herself and all that, and kind of letting on, you know, kind of pushes it off, because that's a defensive mechanism for her, probably dealing with what she's always dealt with, you know, in her life, with her situation, dealing with her mother and all that. And I can understand that, but I like how he kind of brings that to her attention, like somebody's going to compliment you, they feel a certain way, you know, all that, take it for what it is. It's nothing, you know, you are this and that and other, you know, have that extra reassurance and confidence. So I kind of like how, hopefully with him saying this to her, she can kind of open up a little bit, you know, chip away at that a little bit. So I kind of like that little bond they had there. But I'm feeling for Sam, because you see him with all the stuff that's in his head, them putting him, he said in the previous episode, you know, certain medications that's probably able to combat that. But being that they're doing things to him, Dr. Cruz and all these other, and of course Shetty, care for her little trash self, it's like, you know, it's hard, because he can't just be. There's always somebody doing something or trying to use him and all that. Who knows if they're doing certain experiments on him, hindering him. I really want him to eventually probably tell us a little bit about how he came to be where they had him locked up like this. Did his parents, again, I want to know, how did he end up there? Why they're keeping him? Why can't he just be a kid, you know, who just, you know, who has powers like the other ones and all? They know they were more heightened, so they want to utilize this, you know, maybe, you know, take serums, get some of it and use this on other, you know, kids. That's just me wanting to know the progress as to why him. So from that, you're seeing other instances with Tech going around. He does these little interviews. You can see how it blows up in his face with Andre. You know, of course, certain things like, you know, him asking this, you know, I see you were with Kate, and this is not the way he said it out. Father looking all shocked. What you shocked? Your son's, he's a man. You know, he gonna have his moments. It was unfortunate it had to be in this instance of what happened. You know, like I said, with the tragedy with Luke. And then other things with Kate, you know, not wanting to be a part of crime fight, and she said she wanted to go part of the hero portion in regards to her, you know, academia and all that. Let her try to take her goal. He's like, if you take that thing off, and she's like, I'm just nervous. She was not going to lunge to you to touch you. It's like, brother, please. But, you know, he knows all about her. He probably did his own due diligence to know exactly what abilities. You see how he did Marie during the crime fighting, you know, portion in the class, you know, with the profession, all that, which she admitted finally that Jordan was the one that came to her aid, and she ran, and that's exactly what happened. I wish that she had said it during the interview, but you know, they had to play that out the way they did. It is what it is. But you could see Jordan, of all the places that was there, you know, she's like, what were you doing? So I will say this between Marie and Jordan, just this back and forth, you know, Jordan seemed a certain way and kind of always kind of the way they came at her, but not realizing a little bit of, you know, little sexual tension with Jordan and all that. And at first not with Marie, but you could see clearly someone was there when he went from her to him. And I was just like, oh, we're going there now? Oh, okay. And she went right along with it. I'm like, okay, do you. I'm just here, you know, it's just what it is. You know, Jordan, the character who plays a Derek, look, he's very handsome, so I'm here for all of that. And even when she's with just Jordan too, it's, hey, it's what it is, you know. So with that being said, seeing that Sam got freaked out, left Emma, she was able to get back, but you see when they got in his head, and I love how they show Jason Ritter. I was not expecting that. Love me some him. When, you know, Sam is having his moment and they're all in his head, and now the word K is K for being killed. It's just like, really? Y'all really want to go here? We're doing alphabets, and why this is the alphabet that we're utilizing. But all right, you know, bringing back my Sesame Street days, you know. And he ends up going to Dr. Cruz. Like, did you not really think that Sam was going to come for you? Knowing what you were doing to him inside there? I mean, you had some sort of, you know, screw or something on you, like hammered in his back. Like, you're some trash. Don't come from my family. I don't want him to hurt the little girl and not the man. They have no idea what you're doing. But what were you thinking was going to happen? He wants you to feel the pain you've caused him, and probably caused someone to look at you know, Barry, definitely not to that degree. But I'm like, you're doing experiments. You're doing things to him. So it's like, I don't feel for you, bro. You're lucky you didn't die in that moment, and they came to get you out of the situation he was about to do. Now, mind you, again, we're dealing with tech, and you see, interesting what he's up to. You see how Shade just, you know, you came for the 5 when I told you. I was like, oh no, I know it's none of them, whatever, all, but you know, we'll use you. You're just a human. Because I wondered if she had any sort of powers, but clearly she doesn't. But she has other ways of being very manipulative. And just being a human, that's the worst power right there. Because a lot of them don't even need powers with some of the heinous things they do. That could be personal, you know, just in present day with what you see was going on. All right, but needless to say, back on focus. So with that, you see, she was like, let me do some digging. And she did some digging. She takes him somewhere with no camera, no nothing. And let's just say, like, you're not going to accuse me of anything and put me in it, when in some ways you are at fault in some ways as well, sweetheart. As much as you had to find the dirt to get him to leave, that doesn't absolve you of anything. You do play a part in all this that has transpired. You know, but I like how you know, you did what you need to do. And you see the freakness on him because he knows that came out. But it makes you wonder if she could find it. That means Vought probably knew, but they weren't going to use this. If he pretty much did something down the road, they could use that to kind of, you know, put him out of commission with his series and with Vought and just, you know, whatever. So it's not like Vought probably doesn't know just because she was able to dig it up. So let's not go to, we know with the show boys, they probably know about his little stuff. There's cameras. She was clearly able to find footage. And the footage she found, his little sexual little fetishes and urges, is like all pertaining to hoes. When I didn't think anything of it when she looked at him grabbing the, you know, the bagel. Just thought, you know, he was hungry. And I was like, oh no, there's more to it, brother, man. Skulls, you know, danishes, holes of bagels, and any which way. I mean, even in the bathroom stall, the air dryer. Like, bruh, I will never unsee. That is what I mean when I say unsee. Like, really. So the last part I'm going to say really also is the part where they came to stop Sam, and you see what Emma had to do. So we now get to see what she really has to do to make herself bigger. We already know she does, you know, the purge to make herself small. I'm like, damn, she came in and she's like, no, I'm gonna pin you down. We're here to help you. Let's help. Now I will say this to finish this out. That whole scene with girlfriend Marie going to speak to Rufus, being that, you know, he has, you know, I'm assuming, what's the word, what to use, you know, be able to, you know, pull up, you know, visions of, you know, knowing something, all that, you know, in regards to he needs something, you know, some sort of, you know, memento, whatever, to be able to help him get visions, all that, and, you know, psychic abilities, whatever. Played by Alexander Calvert. I'm a fan of him when he was on Supernatural. And then she, thinking she can trust him to do this, that brother really tried to do what he did in that room and put her in a situation he had no business doing that. And you see what happens. At first I was like, wait a minute, what's happening? And we see what happened. She exploded. Don't do that. First, you should have learned from when Kate did what she did to you, to leave anybody with some powers alone, preferably female. Now you don't have a piece anymore, bro. You did yourself a disservice. Okay. But I will say this, that ending where you're seeing them getting ahead of Sam, and then all of a sudden in the midst of Marie saying something, I'm like, why this kind of went blank, and all of a sudden she's in the room. She had her fun with Jordan. I'm like, okay, I'm right. And then we see what happened with good old Tech. This episode, oh my gosh, just, oh my gosh. This was a good episode. Again, a lot going on. It's just what it is, but I'm here for all of this. I mean, the show The Boys, definitely always leaves me speechless, mouth probably open, like what? But I tell you, this Gen V, you right behind them, like literally on their back with the way you are coming with this show. So I look so forward to the next episode. It's just like, like a nice little treat. So with that said, you guys, comment below. Let me know what you think. And with that said, I'll see you guys in the next episode. You guys take care.